Are we good with the cameras? Yep. All right.
All right. Welcome to episode 7, No.G.A.S. with my co-host Dean. We got a special guest today in the house, a friend of mine from high school, Fabulouis, Luis Calveiro.
Yes, sir.
Welcome.
Episode 7.
It's a lucky number.
Yeah, let's play this real quick.
Coming up, looking good enough to rule the universe isn't easy. 6 in the Mix fashion insider Luis Calveiro joins me with his predictions for what gowns we'll see on stage.
You dressed her?
Not her, no. This is just B-roll. I dressed her though on the left.
Roxanne?
That's her.
Was this before she had the kid?
This was after one, before the second one.
Okay.
She's had 2 boys.
Man, I was madly in love with her at one point.
Roxy has, she has a following.
Yeah, for sure.
And this guy here, Luis Calveiro, there's a reason why we call him our 6 in the Mix fashion expert. He has been dressing.
Look at you, all clean cut and slick over here.
16, pretty much.
Where was this, at Trump's golf course?
Yes, this was the last year that Trump owned the Miss Universe organization. So this was in Miami, and he did it at obviously his Trump property.
That's Mar-a-Lago? That's what that is?
No, that's in Doral. Mar-a-Lago's up in Palm Beach.
Trump National Doral, yeah. You see, you do the exact opposite job of what I want to do to
her.
Lord,
come on now. It's funny because my stepdad the other day, I'm watching something of myself, and he's like, "Ella bella," and I'm like, "De quien me habla?" And he's like, "Oh, what's her name? Roxy?" And I'm like, "Oh, you have a crush on Roxy?" So yeah, like recently, a lot of people have been professing their love about Roxy to me, and I'm like, okay, I'll let her know.
It sounds like a collaboration between you two is brewing. He dresses her, and then you go ahead and help her undress. There you go.
That was a joke. Thank you for explaining that. Yes, thank you.
She's happily married, but
No, I know exactly. Yeah. No, I don't mean that with anything.
You heard that, Dean? You heard that? That was the sound of your dreams slipping away.
No, of course not. It's a healthy crush. But she's great, man. How long was this ago? This was
this has been a minute, because when it was in Miami, that was the year that Paulina Vega won Miss Colombia. So 2 years ago, a year and a half.
This is not the one that Steve
this wasn't the mess up. No, he messed up saying Colombia did win when it was really Philippines.
All right.
So and that was the year after, because Colombia, the Colombian community, if you will, thought they had a back-to-back. Like, oh crap, we had the winner and then we had another winner.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it didn't. It wasn't like that. That's why when the former Miss Universe came out to crown her, she was so excited, hugging her. She's like, "Oh my God, we did it, back-to-back winners."
Right.
But no, actually,
and it's Steve Harvey.
Gotcha moment.
Steve Harvey still can't go to Colombia.
Yeah, I doubt it. It's probably would be in his best interest to stay in the United States or.
Yeah, and stay away from any type of competition or
anything having to do with a pageant. Yeah. Probably not the best idea for him to hang out there. But yeah. Anyway.
What's up, man?
How you doing? Tranquilo, same-ish, different day, living the dream.
Yeah.
Ish.
So you two go back, huh? Like from high school? What high school?
Ferguson, home of the Falcons. No goes too high.
Where Falcons fly.
Hey. Falcons.
Yeah, all the other mascots were taken. We're a new high school, you know what I mean? We were the second graduating class, so you take what you can get.
No, well. Did you know him when he played basketball?
I didn't know that, no.
No, you don't even know. You see, he claims that he was
like a baller?
A baller.
Like Shakaler, like, hey. No,
all that.
Man, you see me on the court, man. I don't know why you're trying to hustle me out here on the podcast.
No, I just want to make sure. I want to solidify.
We have a feud going on that I should have been taller, and then he should have been shorter.
I should have been taller, richer.
He doesn't like playing basketball.
Dale. How tall are you?
6'2".
No, that's that's very Miami basketball height.
Yeah, see? Whatever. I got a bad knee, and he knows that. Damn it. So what's up? That was 2 years ago. Since then, you decided to go beard gang.
Yeah, depending on the mood.
Okay.
Team beard. Trying to be a butch bitch. Whatever.
Is that what you do though? You like the fashionista?
Yeah, clothes. It's paid my bills for a while, so I kind of I stick to it.
Went to school for that?
No, I didn't. But I mean, I feel like nowadays a lot of people they follow fulfillment. So if something makes you happy, go with that. You feel me?
Yeah, well done.
And if that excites me, or if it did excite me at that moment, then why wouldn't I pursue it? You know?
Yeah, for sure. So, good. How did you first stumble across that and get such a good, lavish, cool gig like Roxy Vargas? Or whatever?
I mean, like my love affair with Roxanne. So many years ago, I was dressing one of the presenters for Telemundo. And she asked me, she's like, oh, you know, I love my dress, whatever. Do you want to come on the show the next day after the award shows for an award show? Do you want to come on the show and talk about, you know, our experience working together so that you could dress me? And then we can talk about some of the best and the worst people on the red carpet. I was like, yeah, sure. So I did that. And then, of course, NBC and Telemundo are friends with each other. So basically, I bumped into Roxy. I had known her from prior things working in PR. And she's like, oh, I saw you on you know, Telemundo. Do you want to hop on the show on NBC? I was like, yeah. I mean, I speak better English than I speak Spanish, so dale.
Nice.
And then the love affair just stayed strong ever since.
Nice. So you met her through a mutual connect in Telemundo?
Yeah. But again, I had met her before in passing here and there. My first job, I worked at a PR firm, and it was pretty noted in Miami. So I had not hung out, but I had definitely interacted with her on different occasions. But this was the first time she, you know, reached out to me to do something a little more official, I guess.
Cool.
Put me on. So, yeah.
So, since high school, I noticed you've been a very big fashionista, and you've always kind of taken very big care of what you wear, and you've given people hints like, hey, that doesn't look good.
I mean, I'm more concerned about what a client wears than what I'm wearing. For me, it's comfort. I don't care as much, obviously, about what I'm wearing. It's all about who's paying for a service, you know what I mean? I mean, if someone needs to be dressed for a big event or a big, I don't know, pageant, you know, that's obviously the priority. What I'm wearing, yeah. I mean, if I'm gonna be on a screen, sure, I'll put a little more effort. But for the most part, it's not about me. It's about, you know, the client. And
let me ask you, as far as the pageants go, how many variables is there? You know, you probably have people that want you to dress the girl in this and that. How many options do you go through?
Well, when depending on the caliber of the pageants, for something big like a Miss Universe, I try to have as few influences as possible on the girl. Everyone has an opinion, you know, opinions are like assholes, everyone has one. And if you, okay, let's say a Miss whoever, name a country.
Colombia.
There you go. I haven't worked for Colombia, but let's say, you know, I have Miss Colombia there, we're trying on different gowns. If she brings mommy, papi, boyfriend, sister, cousin, there's no human way I can make 5 people, including her 6 people, happy with a certain. It's not gonna happen. Like, one girl's gonna say no, the pink one, no, the white one, no, the one that shows your chest, no, the one that shows your booty. Guys, all of your opinions honestly are irrelevant. Like, I don't care. Her opinion counts. Yeah. The girl that's gonna wear it, because she's gonna be on stage in front of millions of people. Of course, her opinion counts. I don't need the orchestra. I don't need the jury. So I try my very best possible to avoid having anyone.
That's the same thing with like photographies and stuff.
Everyone's gonna have their their input, and you can't make everyone happy. So it's about making the main client happy and trusting. You know, I've done this for a minute. Just trust what I'm telling you, and we'll be okay.
No doubt. I like what you just said before we started. If you're the first gay guest we've had, like,
am I?
Yeah, well.
Are you sure? I mean, I don't know.
Well,
I don't know all your guests. I'm guest number 7, lucky number 7. That's a good number, pero no sé.
Do you like to let it be known all the time, like you know?
No, I mean, I don't wear a sign on my back.
No, of course not.
But if you ask me, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Right.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's Miami. It's like, you know, young Cuban, gay in Miami. Like.
Yeah, cool. But do you ever feel like you have to say that? Kind of let people know, hey, if you guys have a problem with me, you're not gonna like me much after this. Like, is that something that you
I think in life you find success just being authentically you. I don't feel the need to over amplify the gay just to be like, oh, just so you know.
Right.
But you know, I'm just me in situations, whether it's a social situation, a work situation. Obviously, in a professional situation, you're going to be a little bit more professional and tone anything down, whether it's your curse words or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't you know, depende. But I don't make it known necessarily, but I don't censor myself. Okay, that's a strong way of saying it. I don't censor myself. I'm not gonna. Oh, what if this person finds this offensive? Well, I guess that's not the person I should be hanging out with. You feel me?
Right, exactly.
So, yeah.
Exactly. And I bring that up too because I shot my first gay wedding yesterday.
Oh, how was that? Interesting.
Yeah, it was
photography.
Good. Yeah, photography.
Okay.
It was photography, and it was good. First off, I didn't have to deal with bridezillas, so you know.
The gays have a lot of disposable income. You know, I guess the majority don't have kids. A lot of them aren't gonna have kids, at least not so early in the relationship. Yeah. And you know, we're not doing pap smears, you know, so there's a lot of extra
and a lot of
paper
women friends who came.
What I mean, I'm sure, but as far as like paying out, yeah, they can afford to
you know, the money's one thing, you know, it's a whole nother thing. I was happy to do it. You know, it wasn't
awkward for you or
awkward about the money. No, it was none of that, but
That's what's up.
Yeah, it was. You know, I feel progressive now.
Yeah, no, you're very liberal. Look at you.
I'm like 2017 now and shit.
Where was it?
It was somewhere in Homestead in the Old Grove. It was,
that's cute. Like outside,
like outdoor. Even though it was raining yesterday, so they had to like kind of move it indoors. But yeah, it was nice, man, and cool dudes, and I felt really liberal. You know what I mean? Some things I'm liberal about, but other things I'm very Republican about. You know?
So, but I guess ever since your experience with these gays, you're cooler with the gays. I mean, you're like you shot the wedding, so you're like
I'm an ally now. I'm an ally. I guess.
Okay, yeah, I got you.
No, it's all love. At the end of the day, it's I like shooting pictures. I think we all do. So it was just something new,
right?
And it's cool to do that. And
another thing to say you've done.
Yeah.
Like, I shot a gay wedding.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not gonna get a ton of them. It's Miami, but still, like, I ain't getting married tomorrow, so like, there's not a ton. But that's what's up, though. That's cool.
Yeah, it was cool, man. And then I told my grandfather this, and old right.
Exactly. No.
Yeah.
We gotta keep 40, 30, 38 and under.
Oh my
and we
God.
Gucci, pero
he's old school, and most grandparents are.
What's his
What's Cuban?
Obviamente, no.
Yeah.
I mean, old Cuban man. It's not gonna go over well.
No, it didn't go over well at all. Like, not that he was against it.
But he didn't want to hear too much about it.
Right, he didn't want to hear nothing about it, and just his fears are irrational.
And he's hella pro Trump, right?
No.
Is it old Cuban? I'm surprised.
Well, he lives in New York. He doesn't like the Miami Cuban stuff. He hates Miami. Actually.
Okay, that's a different breed.
Yeah, most would say that he. Like, he still goes to Cuba all the time, and he wants to be buried over there. So, like,
interesting.
Yeah, he's one of those. He's
interesting. Okay, so, but in New York, it's the same thing. I mean, you're gonna see that all. You feel me?
Yeah.
If he lives in Kentucky, I get it. But New York, walk outside, you'll just look around, look to the left, look to the right. You're gonna see a little bit of something that you might not like, but that's the beauty of that city.
Yeah, it's such a fear, though. Like, it's still very relevant. The fear.
You mean to someone a little bit older?
I mean, you tell me.
In my experience, yeah, when I'm dealing with someone older, obviously, when you've lived 60, 70 years of your life, no one's going to come to you and tell you, this is the way you should think now. Even if it might be the better way to think, they're like, yo, you're 60 plus. Whatever is the way you've been doing, that's the way it's going to stay. When you're in your 20s, 30s, you have a better chance of having an open mind and saying, okay, yeah, this is not my first opinion, this is my first decision, but I'm open to listening to it and hearing about it. You feel me?
Yeah. And how about the newer age? Like, do you ever come across newer age that are against it?
Okay, so I've noticed in the youth, I'm not that young anymore. I mean, I'm sure people will be like, Liz, you're young. I'm 27.
Yeah, you're
and I've noticed that every year it gets more and more chill, like in the high school situation. So we went to Ferguson, class of 2008. There wasn't an issue with it. I wasn't like, bullied. No, I mean, come on, it's Miami.
Right.
But I wouldn't have
Lewis was the hookup.
I mean, no, yeah. I mean,
Lewis is like,
obviously, I had pretty.
This girl likes me or what?
Right.
No. All right, cool.
But there, looking at Ferguson now, a few years after us, after 2008, I think it was 2010, 2011, they had a guy win prom queen. You feel me? And it was embraced. And you can't win prom queen by just getting the female vote. You need a lot of votes. You feel me? So, and the guy who won prom king, he was cool with it. I don't know who he was, but I'm assuming he was an athlete, whatever. And he even did the first dance with him and the whole thing. And
wow,
who
that's
cares?
Pretty open.
No, that's pretty big time.
Where the hell is this high school in?
It's in West Kendall. It's not that like, it's not like it's in Miami Beach.
Holy shit.
But I was impressed. I was like, his name's Gabriel, and hi Gabriel if you're watching. And it was just like, oh damn, like, yo, you won prom queen, and not like cross-dressing, nothing like that. Like, but yeah,
that would have made it more interesting. Though,
yeah, I think. I guess I'd have to look back and see if pictures, but nah, I don't think he was. I think he was just chilling. But it just goes to show every year there's bigger fish to fry. You feel me? Like, and I think the youth kind of gets it. I think it's like, yo, like worry about something a little more deep than like who he wants to make out with. You feel me?
Right, that's true. Definitely is bigger fish to fry.
Yeah.
You know, when
I mean, especially nowadays. Let's be real. When when
nuclear war comes, who cares who's fucking who?
When Kim is hitting some button over North Korea, I don't think anyone's gonna care about who Louis kissed. Like, come on.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's what's up, man. Just wanted to. It's just it is different. Like me, I don't know. 10 years ago, I wouldn't call myself homophobic, but
different vibe.
Different vibe. You know, it was just
10 years ago was 07. So had you graduated yet or not?
No, I didn't graduate from anything.
Oh, bueno, you would have.
Not surprising.
There you go. Pero no, yeah, different vibe. Not totally different, pero every year is a year of progress in any industry, any mindset.
Yeah. Now, you know, more confident about myself. I don't know. Well, you secure about your own self.
Yeah. No, and like I said, you start looking at other things and you're like, okay, maybe I should focus more on that.
Right.
You know, worry about your coin game. Worry about whatever. Worry about like who you're gonna vote for. Like, if you want to make a change in the world, go do that change. But like, why are you really worrying about who Peter and Bobby are? Like, come on, dude. Like,
I mean, for me, it was more that I didn't want no one to think I was gay.
I feel you. I get it. But and again, I think the youth is starting to care a little less.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's thinking now, oh, you didn't make fun of him, so that makes you gay. I don't think anyone gives a shit. I think they're more worried about their Instagram followers. You feel me?
That's true. The only thing that I noticed is the difference now is that like it's a question now that's kind of normal. So even with girls, like girls are like,
it's much more acceptable
would think
females, but yeah,
like is he gay? And you know, I got to do something like grab their ass to make sure that they know, you know, which I don't do like on some Harvey Weinstein shit, but like it's just so open now, and it's interesting. It's interesting that especially that prom queen story.
Yeah, no, I remember when I heard about it. It was like, I want to say 2 years after me. I'm 08, so he was like 2010. I was like, what? Damn. Wow, because we had gay guys. We had gay guys run for king, and actually, our homecoming king.
Didn't you win homecoming king?
Yeah, he won homecoming king, but he was still in the closet in high school. So whatever. So he won homecoming king, but then after high school he came out, and I like, just to mess with him because I'm really cool with him, I tell him, I'm like, well, I would have wanted to see you win as an openly gay guy, but whatever, you could keep your damn crown, because you know I'm not bitter or salty or anything. But yeah, because I ran also for homecoming king.
Oh, you did?
And I didn't win. But
you were bitter and salty then.
Here's my the lie that I tell myself. It's not a lie, but the story I tell myself every night so that I don't cry. When I ran for homecoming king, my name's Lewis, and last name starts with a C. There was another Lewis, and his last name also started with a C. So I'm like, I lost votes. People got confused. I would have won, viste, pero viste que pasó. It is what it is. But you know, I'll live. Joe has his crown and he can keep it. So.
And he's where is he now?
He's in a go figure, the gayest city in the country. Take a guess. There you go. Time frame.
America's anus.
I mean, yeah, the Castro is pretty gay. So yeah, so good for him. You know, he's out there with his boo thing, and
San Francisco's cool. It's a cool city. I like it a lot. Too many hills, but
I think any Florida kid is gonna be like, yo, California, like, what's up with like
way too many. You been out there?
Of course, and sometimes I'll even get not short of breath, but I can feel it. I'm like, damn, I'm high. Like it's a different altitude. I can't breathe as good right now.
Not many fat people there.
Well, you know, not in Los Angeles at least. You know.
Well, yeah. I mean, like specifically in San Francisco because of the damn hills and all that.
Oh, true. Yeah, a lot of cardio, day in and day out.
You have to, dude. Wow, that fucking city.
No, and so like, and there's a lot of money there. You feel me? Like you can afford your Soul Cycle, or you can afford your Equinox. Like you could. It's like Silicon Valley and all that. That's no joke. So. Yeah,
I got family out there. Has a studio, 3,000 a month.
I believe it.
In Pacific Heights.
Fucking
crazy.
Can I be bilingual here? Or is this like?
Yeah, of course. No, we actually fucking encourage that.
I'm
way too not bilingual.
Okay, so, I'm very bilingual.
Dale.
Yeah. I got you.
Ya tú sabes.
Yeah.
We were talking earlier about a movie that I was shitting on, and it's funny that you like it, American Made.
Okay, but have you seen it?
No,
Okay,
but
why
now
would
you
you
what
take
you
a
from
shit
what
on
you
it?
told me,
Because
like
he hates Tom Cruise.
yeah,
No,
I think that's
it'll-
what it is. I have a thing against Tom Cruise.
I guess, but honestly, quickly into the movie, you forget it's Tom Cruise. For example, one actor that I always see, and I'm aware of who he is throughout the movie. I know that sounds kind of weird to explain, but when The Rock is in a movie, I'm like, oh, this is The Rock, and he's in a movie. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
so like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't lose myself in the character because it's like The Rock. He's from Miami, so I'm focused on that. Tom Cruise, typically I would think like that, but it's a good movie, so you forget quickly that
So
it's
you're,
like
so you're
Tom
saying,
Cruise.
So you're saying while
playing-
he's acting, you forgot he's Tom Cruise. You're like,
yeah,
he's
you're
this
into
character.
the character. Yeah,
And I love Tom Cruise. I mean, he's a weirdo in real life.
yeah,
but
Scientology, blah blah blah. But
yeah, who cares? You know, aren't
Yeah.
we all fucking weirdos?
there's a lot of people that are really weird, but you could still respect their work. Like
Absolutely. Bill Cosby, Harvey Weinstein.
Bill Cosby, he was Bill Cosby was big time though. That man almost bought the entire CBS network. That's
Yeah.
not a joke. Like that's like intense power in the
Totally.
entertainment industry.
Totally.
I want to know what he was putting in his Jello now. Motherfucker, it's weird, bro.
Jello gelatin.
But you know, now from what you told me in your perspective, I'm gonna give it a chance. I might watch it.
Why not?
You know?
Like, whatever.
I just I guess I had a bad taste in my mouth from.
Oh, Bill, Mr.
I had a bad taste in my mouth still from the
Jello?
from the Mummy.
Ah, okay.
You gotta watch this shit.
I mean,
You know, they certainly
Oh, dude, come on.
think it's nice to see them work things out for themselves.
Yeah, everything out for themselves. It's my barbecue sauce.
Your barbecue sauce.
My barbecue sauce. Haven't you ever noticed after people have some of my barbecue
is this an
sauce,
outtake?
after a while when it kicks in, they get all huggy-buggy?
No, they just made it like a horror movie.
I'm dead
They
serious.
changed the context.
This is like cafe, like this is that fuck with the
Sí,
videos.
no, de madre.
The sauce, people want to get right home. Let me tell you something else. I got a cup of it up on the night table there. I got a cup of it, I said. Left it up there breathing. What the fuck? Why don't you give the chicken to these people that's going up and have some sauce?
What the fuck?
Doesn't it change the game of everything that he's ever done now?
Look at the headshots. What's up?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
God damn.
Yeah, wasn't that kind of scary? That was-
Yeah, it was hilarious in the beginning, and then it just slowly the laugh faded away. It was like,
did
now-
you guys watch the show growing up or no?
Yeah, I did.
A
Yeah.
couple episodes.
Yeah, I did. Nick at Night. That was my jam. Like late
Yeah.
at night when there's nothing on. Yeah, you watch Trudy and Rudy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
you watch Naked Night? So I Love Lucy, Monsters.
I Love Lucy. That's still my show. I put it to record. It
It's
comes
still
on like
good.
at 5 a.m, but I put it to record so when I'm bored, I watch an episode
Still
of I Love
good.
Lucy. I mean, that's first Cuban to ever be, first Latino to
Oh,
ever
yeah.
be
Desi.
on the mainstream American media was Desi Arnaz,
Desi
who is
Arnaz,
Cuban.
yeah.
So
Shout out to Desi Arnaz.
you got to show
Ooh.
love.
And people
Lucy.
consider that interracial relationship.
They didn't want to put him on.
Yeah.
They when she first pitched the show, Lucy, they wanted her to have a traditional white husband, and she turned the show into a stage show to prove to the producers that this could work. And then she showed them, look, the audience laughs, the audience
Yeah.
appreciates it. They like his little accent. They like that he's not, that he's different, that he's exotic, because back then that's what he was. He was exotic. And yeah, and she ended up getting the okay for the show, and
Yeah.
they did it.
You ever went to the Paramount lot?
I actually have been to the Paramount lot in LA.
Yeah, they talk all the history of Desi Lou Studios. When she owned it, she fucking made a daycare center there for
For the
kids
kids.
because she lived
Yeah.
to work.
She was the first woman to ever own a studio.
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, they were one of the first shows to ever have the live studio audience, because Lucy was used to performing on stage. So she needed to hear the audience laugh to make sure that the punchlines were on point.
Oh.
So that's why they brought in the live studio audience, and yeah. And,
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
Lucy,
so
Lucy's
much
my
history.
thing. Lucy's my thing.
Yeah.
I fucks with Lucy hardcore.
They have Studio 26 there, which I think it's 26. I don't know, but it's the one where they shot I Love Lucy, and like every show that's been shot there has been a success. Like has gotten picked up.
That's interesting, because there's a lot. I think it's on the Universal lot. Is it the Universal lot? Now the WB lot, WB. And there's another studio that every show that shoots in there is successful. Full House was in.
Oh, really?
I don't know the name of the número del studio, the number. But after Full House finished, it was the Friends studio.
Oh, wow.
I mean, from Full House, like, that's
wow.
pretty rowdy. So that's interesting. I'm sure, in some weird way, I'm sure if we had like some, you know, spirit reader, some energy reader, they would say that it's the energy of that room. I'm into energy, so
totally. Fucking what else they shoot there? Dr. Phil. I didn't get to go to any other lots, but
I mean, you went to the only one that, you know. I mean, if Lucy was there, you're Gucci. You don't need to go to any other one. So
they even have a cemetery at Paramount lot
for like different talent that have.
For the owner of the lot, he's buried there, and like just the exclusive people.
When I went, I didn't go on a tour, so I didn't see as much as I should have. When I went to WB Studio, I went on a tour. So
yeah, you got to do the tours,
right? I got to see all the. That's where I learned about the Friends and the Full House sharing the same studio, but yeah, and then they show you all the cars and stuff.
Is that in LA or Burbank?
And the WB, it was LA.
Okay, there's a studio in
Burbank. It's like it was really close to where Ellen shoots. So yeah, but Burbank is NBC Studios, and then the ones that I'm talking about, they're LA. Like 80% positive. Right. If I'm wrong, I don't need hate mail. It's not that deep. It's not that serious
anymore. Yeah, we don't need any more hate mail.
Oh,
matter of fact, we need some hate mail. We need any mail at this point.
You're doing if you got haters, you're doing something right.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
I remember the first time I got like a piece of hate mail. I was like, hey,
tell me about it. What did it say?
No, it was actually I was still a senior in high school, but I thought I was so big time.
What was it?
That my I said something in class. And then this girl posted on her, remember LiveJournal? Do you remember that?
No.
I never had one, but LiveJournal was like, in the days of MySpace, it was MySpace.
Okay, yeah.
LiveJournal, okay. So she posted something about me, and this other friend of mine, do you remember Valerie Betancourt? Valerie Redhead?
Yeah. That's her sister.
No. We're saying last name, but no.
Okay, Valerie, she sends me a message, and she's like, oh, you have fan mail. This girl just totally tore you a new one on her LiveJournal. I'm like... Yes, it made me feel good that she would take that amount of time to, talk about. I know it was something dumb. It was dumb. I asked her to I couldn't see, so I was like, hey, can you scoot? And she got insulted by that.
She's like, don't tell me anything.
Yeah, who do you think you are?
Yeah,
tell me you want to see.
I'm sabotaging your prom king chances now.
Yeah, there you go.
With this LiveJournal.
I lost because of her,
That's probably it.
It is what it is. It is what it is. Not like it still hurts or anything like that.
No, I love that tour that I did at Paramount. It was great. It was like an 8-hour tour. We went to see everything. That's where they shot. Or Paramount owns The Godfather, which is they have a whole.
Godfather is a movie through Paramount Pictures.
Right. So they have a whole memorabilia stuff of The Godfather.
Right, WB has a cool thing for all the Batman cars because WB is Batman does its movies through WB, so you can see all the vehicles that they've used, like Batmobiles.
Oh, they still have them there?
Yeah.
I need to go there.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Batman fan.
Oh, and there you go. You got
WB Studios.
Hit up WB.
I got into one of these modes. I don't know if you guys do this. Stay up late and just Google random shit.
I mean, isn't that
everybody's
the millennial way of living? You just stay up late and have a realization that you like grapes.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of like the Friends thing that you brought that up. When Joey knows only the W part of the encyclopedia, or he only knows one letter.
I'm not a huge Friends person, but yeah.
Anyways,
I'm sure that's something his character would do.
Definitely, fucking Marlon Brando. What a weird life this guy fucking had, man. This guy was a strange, disturbed man. And his kids were kind of weird. One of them committed suicide. The other one killed a dude.
No, I didn't know all this.
Yeah. Totally a fucking horrible, turbulent family life.
I mean, it's like celebrity or not, you're gonna have your weird eggs and your other ones that contribute a lot to society, and the other ones that don't do shit, and some are a little weird. So I believe it. You feel me?
Yeah. It just goes to show that. No matter how successful someone is, you never know the pain that they go through in their fucking inside.
Or what level of crazy they got. Because I feel like you need a little bit of crazy. It's almost like the magic to be ultra successful. You can't be Steve Jobs and be completely sane. If you were sane, you wouldn't have tried half the shit you tried.
Right.
So you have to have a little bit of crazy in you, but that crazy obviously, depends how you channel that crazy. You can channel it into killing 100 people, or you can channel it into building the biggest company on the planet.
Exactly.
Gotta play there how you work that.
Fascinating dude Marlon Brando was. Fascinating. I mean, just his
I'm gonna look
crazy.
into him because I know obviously the basics of his career, but I didn't know he was
there's a reason why actors worship him, but just a fascinating guy. He says one of the things is maturity is giving up your dreams.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But I wonder at what point in life he said that, because it sounds like that's easier to say when you've already accomplished your dreams.
Well, yeah, right.
Because if I'm sitting on a legacy of XYZ amount of movies, yeah, it's a little easier to say, give up your dreams and you've come full circle. You know.
I think his main point is that you gotta not care, like as far as the opinions and the hate mail. You gotta just do it. You know, you gotta fucking put all your crazy into it.
I was listening to something yesterday that had a similar
message.
Yeah, Oprah Super Soul.
Oh, I love Super Soul.
Super Soul. You can say what you want about Oprah. That's Super Soul. That's rich for life. Yeah. So she was talking about how when you really want, so like you manifest thoughts and thoughts bring someone into your life. So like you're thinking about that person and then that person, boom, they text you. So how do you make that happen again? And in that session of Super Soul, she was talking about how the ultimate way of putting it into the universe but not being desperate is saying you want it, but that you're okay if it doesn't come. Because in constantly saying I want it, that translate into the universe as I want it but I don't have it. Once you accept I want it but I'm okay if I don't get it, the universe delivers. That's Oprah saying. I don't know. We can test it out. We can try it out. You know.
I'll test it out. Roxy Vargas. I'm gonna test it out tonight.
I don't know if I can send her a link to this podcast. Like, oh my god. It's like,
I love you, Roxy. I've loved you for a long time.
Dean, open up.
Dios mío.
No, but Super Soul is really good, and that's definitely a positive. She's on the money with that one.
No, people, you know, like Oprah, Oprah, like, you know, fucks with it, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. But my two people for motivation, Oprah, I don't like get into her stuff as much as I get into Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins that's A+. Have you listened to anything of his?
Well, Shallow How.
Yeah, sure. Tony Robbins, man he's a beast. I mean, he's a beast. If you want like a short,
hands, that guy has.
No, I mean he's a beast in stature and also in his way of thinking.
Yeah.
If you want a short, semi-quick, because all his stuff is like 2 hours long, like it's long. But if you want a quick like taste of Tony Robbins, Google Tony Robbins TED Talk. It's about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It'll whip you into shape for 20 minutes.
Those things are great, especially TED Talk. It's like the new thing. I'm into motivational speakers a lot. Like every morning, I might put something.
That's what I'm saying. Like try out some Tony Robbins.
I know Tony Robbins. I know him.
No, you'll like.
I love him. I love Les Brown, Zig Ziglar.
Zig Ziglar, that's classic.
Yeah, it's classic stuff. You know, so I'm into all that. But
there's a new guy.
Gary V is a new guy. That's the one.
I literally just followed him today. Mira. Okay, hear me out. He has a little bit of like a pompous thing going on. It's a little too pompous for my
Napoleon.
Un poco, right? But at the end of the day, the message is the message, and if the message resonates with you, then the message resonates with you, and you know, I like what he says. So even though his voice is a little intense and he gives a little bit of this cocky style,
his voice is just annoying.
The message is the message. A-Rod, what's up, A-Rod? I just saw his episode of Shark Tank.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, this is the guy we're talking about.
New York City.
Great message. Just his voice is just annoying. I have to watch all his stuff in mute.
It's 2.5 days to Asia and back on a plane for a day.
If you want to grow your business.
Yeah, he's good.
Just jump to the middle where he starts like ripping you a new one, talking about how
really productive.
You know, like
this one's he's just calm on this one. He's with this.
Yeah, because he normally rips people a new one. It's like, what are you doing? Why are you wasting your time with that?
He looks like the little old man trainer from Rocky. Come on, back.
About
Cocky, his name is probably.
self-awareness and knowing yourself.
Shit, whatever it is. And by the way, everybody thinks their shit is the shit. Right? Like, everybody's like, I've had people sit in this room one by one with me say, if my dad didn't give me $100 million, I would have never been a loser because it all came too easy to me. Everybody thinks their shit's the shit. Because it's their life. Right? People that don't have parents and things, they laugh at that. They're like, fuck you. But that person thinks that's the shit. So, it's about, you know, I don't know. The reason I don't talk about a lot of things I don't know. I don't know how to recommend, you know, counseling or how to build self-awareness or mental health. I try to stay away from things that I don't know because I think that would be detrimental to the things I do know. What I will say is, you know, self-awareness. So I don't know how to teach self-awareness. I just know it's the game. Once you know who you are, it manifests into self-esteem. You don't actually then give a fuck what, you sit here and just don't give a fuck what they say or any girl say. Like, you just don't care. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean,
I understand what you're saying about the voice.
You know, the voice, and again, it's like a very his way or no way. But his message is strong, and his message is pretty true. So I gotta show respect to.
I know, it definitely matter respect. You know who I fucking hate though, and I fuck whatever he says.
I mean,
JC
Lopez guy, the dude who's always on the advertisement. Lopez. He's like, I just bought this new jet, and he talks like a rapper all the time. If you want this jet, you know, it's just he has like a glass says Tayo Lopez.
Tayo Lopez.
I'm sure you've seen him.
I mean,
Tayo Cruz or Lopez?
Ty Lopez.
Ty. Oh, this Tayo Cruz is a singer. Sorry.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen him do a motivational nada. Pero mira, ahí está Ty Lopez.
This fucking guy, you've seen him before.
Once.
Oh yeah.
He's always pops up on an advertisement.
Yeah, I saw that one. The one about being in the garage and
yeah, these are two new Lambos.
Right. Nah, but obviously, if I saw him once and it didn't speak to me,
yeah.
I mean, I didn't care enough to click on another link and really like.
I literally reported this to Facebook. I told them, do not fucking show me this anymore.
Oh God.
I did. No, I had to. No, I had to. I had to. It was fucking. He kept popping up. But what a talk about pompous. This guy, and I don't even know what the fuck he's saying or selling. But
nah. I mean, again, I haven't watched enough of his videos to form an opinion. But I did watch one. It didn't resonate with me, so whatever.
That's right.
I just dip out.
You know what? I wish I took that attitude because I feel like sending him hate mail.
Nah.
Right?
But like, the purpose of all these speakers is to like this other guy was saying, you know, find love within yourself, love yourself.
Yeah.
If they're not speaking to you and they're not like, you know, doing something for your soul, move on.
Just
like,
move on. That's
go
right.
back to Oprah. Oprah, you know, she'll never fail you. You feel me? She'll never fail you.
I heard one with Paulo Coelho, who wrote He wrote The Alchemist book, which is my favorite. It changed my life.
Got it. I'll look into it.
Pablo or Paulo?
Paulo Coelho.
He's a Brazilian guy.
Brasileiro, fala português.
Yeah. Oh, you know some Brazilian? Some Portuguese?
I mean, enough to be polite. One year Miss Universe was in Sao Paulo. So, you know, I went.
I only know some words that I picked up in like the Brazilian porns and shit.
Oh, that's
Gran Tatan, Bunda Grande, Bunda Grande. That's the only thing I fucking know.
Okay. I mean, if you speak fluent Spanish, you can get by. I remember if I didn't know how to say something, I would just say it slowly in Spanish, and they would, you know. I remember I said at McDonald's, I was like, solo queso y ketchup. I just wanted a burger with just cheese and ketchup. Like, keep it simple. I don't know what ingredients you guys put. Like. Right. And they gave me a burger with bread, cheese, and ketchup, and I'm like, carne, I need some meat in here.
And then they're like, this fucking.
They're like, you said only cheese and ketchup. I'm like, bruh. So you know, I was at my hotel. That was the only thing open at the Sheraton at like 3 a.m. So I was like, Bobby, like, work with me.
You gotta check out this book though if you like all that self.
I'll take a picture of it.
Self help or not self help, but just self awareness stuff. And speaking.
Yeah, I feel like the term self help, people misinterpret that as like you need help. I don't need help. It's about just being more in tune with yourself.
Staying in tune to your own frequency.
Yeah, your own frequency. It's all about vibrations that you give out and staying in tune with those vibrations.
That's it. And I forgot who said it, but they said it. But somebody said
probably Oprah.
Probably. You can listen to all the self-help stuff as you want, the motivational speaking as you want, but it's only going to create a spark. You're the one who has to turn that spark into, you know, on.
Yeah, Tony's into that. What you're talking about right there.
Yeah. It was Tony.
Yeah, like it's about the deciding factor and when is it your time to make your decision. And until you make a decision and decide, no, I'm not going to accept this type of life anymore, or no, I'm not going to accept this type of behavior, that's when you can really push through to change.
Yeah, it was Tony. Tony's a great guy. And Shallow Hal was a great fucking movie.
Yeah, it was just long. That movie is long. That movie has to be at least over 2 hours.
Probably,
dude, it's long. Like, by the time, like, you know, he realizes that she's not the skinny girl, like, it's almost a full movie just as her being skinny. And then we have to go back to her not being skinny.
Right.
No, no, too long. I mean, I remember I watched it with my stepmom at the movie theater. And like the fire alarm went off, so we had to get up. I couldn't finish it, but thank God we didn't because that thing was so long. We probably would have taken a nap there. Like,
I fucking love that.
And it's not like Titanic status. It's like, oh, it's long, but it's like, yo, they take you in. You feel me? It's like,
so what movie do you like? What's your top 5? Think about it though, because every time I ask
got you. No,
okay,
I got you.
Okay,
so this is pretty gay answer, but whatever. The First Wives Club.
First Wives Club, okay.
Yeah, I know.
Wait,
but,
any particular order?
I've seen
no,
it.
First Wives Club
Seen it,
comes out first.
Number one.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
No,
Okay.
Hela Muela, that's my movie.
Okay.
And then in the top 5, but no specific order, Scarface. Scarface is my movie. I love that movie. It represents me. My
Scareface?
Scarface.
Oh, Scarface, okay.
You had a typo on the email, so.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, you put Scareface in it.
I mean, sending stuff at 3
No, I know. No, I appreciate your enthusiasm, but we totally made fun of you for that. But go ahead. Number 3?
Behind the scenes, what you don't see. I like Pretty Woman. I know it sounds whatever, but it's the story of a prostitute that went from being a hoe on the streets and making $20 to living with a millionaire and
story of my ex. But
there you go. There you beat it. And anything else that really pops out at me? Stepmom is a cool movie. I had divorced parents growing up, so that resonated with me.
Stepmom
with Julia Roberts and Susan Sarandon.
That Susan Sarandon passes away.
At the end of the movie.
Spoiler alert.
I mean, we're talking about Tony dies in Scarface. That is what it is.
Hey, spoiler alert. I haven't seen it yet.
That is what it is. Are you kidding me? You've never seen Scarface?
Of course I'm
oh my
kidding.
god, I'm like,
what type of fucking, right?
What kind of Miami guy are you?
Yeah, for real. I should move out.
So,
you haven't seen Scarface by now.
Yeah, those would be the main ones. So the majority are chick flicks.
Those are super chick flicks.
No. Other than Scarface, that's like, you're not going to get more chick flick than that. Like, I love Mean Girls too. I wouldn't put it on like the favorite type stuff, but like, that's the movie of our generation. You could probably like quote a part of Mean Girls, even though you're like a straight Chico. Come on, apart from Mean Girls.
Let me see.
Don't come at me like
do you know? Let me see. I don't.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Of course you do.
No, I don't. I just know the actors.
You do.
Come on, man.
I don't know. Everyone can quote a part of Mean Girls.
Go fuck yourself. Is that one?
I'm sure at some point someone says that.
Hey.
Why are you such a sleaze?
Tina Fey, come on, man. Tina Fey's in it.
No, not Tina. I don't remember for Tina Fey. I remember for Lindsay Lohan and the other girl.
Sí, la otra rubia, la linda.
Yeah, from The Notebook, which is a chick flick, which I know, which I do love.
Look at you.
I love The Notebook. But here's the thing about The Notebook.
I love The Notebook.
Here's the thing about it. Of course, people are gonna love it and cry because it's two old people. You know what I mean? And of course,
she's not in The Notebook.
Yes, she is.
You're talking about the.
Rachel McAdams. Thank you, Danny.
Thank you,
Danny. Danny with the twice the
saving us.
Yeah. But of course, two old people dying. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, you're gonna tug at your heart.
And then the way they fucking died together.
Wait, so just to solidify, you don't know a part of Mean Girls. You can't tell me.
No, I don't. Tell me one.
Like Jumbo,
that's
or like
so fetch.
I want my pink shirt back, or that's so fetch, or you go Glen Coco. Come on,
no,
El Salvador, what's up?
October 3rd, I asked him what day it was.
And
he asked me what day it was.
Yeah, but Danny doesn't count because Danny drinks Smirnoff beer.
No, he drinks what is it? Angry Orchard.
Not only that, Danny said something about La La Land. He didn't say his favorite part of La La Land was Emma Stone. He said his favorite part about La La Land was the choreography. So his fucking opinion does not count here.
I mean, I'll still respect your opinion, but yeah. And thank you for the October 3rd. I'm just trying to prove a point here that everyone.
What is the October 3rd about?
No, in one part of the movie, the guy she has a crush on, he turns around. He barely. No, he doesn't die.
Oh damn!
He barely recognizes her throughout the first half of the movie. So at one point, he asks her, "Oh, what day is it?" On October 3rd, he asked me what day it was, and I said it was October 3rd.
That's like her diary entry. Is like that's how big a deal it was for her.
No, but like people even tag me on Instagram with that. Like I gotta give you a visual aid here.
Those are one of the movies that you know verbatim.
And First Wives Club, I can do the whole movie from start to end. I know that's so.
Why does that resonate so?
I don't.
Much
it's actually a pretty good movie.
I'm gonna go back to the divorced parents thing. First Wives Club is all about woman empowerment and women that don't need a man to like succeed. And my mom did just fine with. I mean, my mom and my dad are cool, but at the end of the day, like she had to like step up and provide. She couldn't depend on a child support check.
Single mother raised.
I mean, I have a relationship with my dad. I'm cool with my dad, but my mom didn't necessarily reach out to my dad and be like, "Oh, I need your help." Like, no, she had to make sure shit was taken care of, regardless of if she was gonna get additional help or not. So, any movie that's gonna like really do the whole, and like, let's be honest, guys, like I'm a gay guy. Like, of course, I'm gonna be all about like a strong woman. I can respect it. You feel me? So, First Wives Club is all about that.
I mean, they all get left. They all get left for younger women.
They all get left for look at you.
I've seen it though.
But, one of the younger women is Sarah Jessica Parker before she was like Sarah Jessica Parker. But so yeah, it's 3 women. They're all getting older and they all get left for like younger.
It's got the lady from Hocus Pocus, the main witch.
Bette Midler.
Bette Midler.
So the cast is Goldie Hawn, Bette Midler, Diane Keaton. Those are the 3 main chicks. And then they all get left for hot younger girls. So one of them is Sarah Jessica Parker. Another girl, remember Jessie from Saved by the Bell? the curly hair. So not Kelly Kapowski.
Showgirls, you mean?
Yeah, her. There you go.
That's what I remember.
So there you go. Yeah. So she's another one of the girls that like steals away the man from one of the original.
So they went from First Wives Club to Last Actress Choice in Hollywood.
In what sense? Bette Midler is a
Goldie Hawn's made a couple of good
Let's
movies.
be honest.
Totally
now.
a bomb. We have a soundboard with a I'm gonna go.
Please do. Yeah. Come on. Bette Midler's a freaking legend. Goldie Hawn produced another living legend with Kate Hudson. Like, come on.
I know.
They'll be just fine. And then
they are just fine.
SJP is a beast. So Sarah Jessica Parker, SJP, just in case.
SJ, right?
Just in case you don't speak code, you know what I mean? Like,
I haven't seen her in anything else.
SJP. Yeah, no one calls her. It's a long ass name, Sarah Jessica Parker.
I know. You know like her face is kind of long.
I
love one.
Another one. Yeah, where's that button?
We gotta get it. We gotta get it. I'll edit it in. Don't worry. But
yeah.
Good. All right. So and then the last one is it something else that you said resonated because of your divorce child?
I mean, Scarface, even though it has nothing to do with woman empowerment, on the contrary, Elvira, they just toss her around like whatever from one guy to another one. It's big on my city, and I love my city. I'm big on Miami. So
what was the last one you said? The last movie?
Stepmom.
And
Pretty Woman's pretty on point. I'm being
okay.
Yeah, I've never actually said these things out loud. Like, so it's so queer. You know what I mean? Like, bro, Pretty Woman's and First Wives Club, but it is. I mean, like I was saying earlier, authentically you, and I'm me, and those are my movies. You know,
no, that's fine. You gotta be yourself, man.
So
don't watch Stepmom with your mom.
Why?
Your mom's gonna fucking ball out.
Really?
Yeah.
It's sad, yeah.
So you watched it with your mom, is it what you're saying?
Fucking cry with my damn mom. You got a problem?
Really? Well,
yeah.
No, I don't have any problem.
That's what I thought.
It's not like a feel good,
My
like,
mom cries at Disney commercials.
Like, everyone wins. No, it's not like that. But
good. Yeah, you can't have that.
Every movie can't be.
Right.
Every movie can't be a win in the end.
Fucking Mean Girls, I'm sure. I've never seen it, but I'm sure it has a happy ending. She gets the guy.
Everyone's pretty much Gucci. Oh, go figure. The main guy in Mean Girls. He's actually gay. People obviously back in the day that was
in the movie or in real life.
No. In the movie, he plays the hot guy that all the girls are with, and he's straight and he's like the captain of whatever team. Yeah. But now in real life, he has a man.
Oh, cool.
It's just interesting, Like who would have thought one of the biggest movies of our generation, the heartthrob, the cute guy, if you will.
I mean, nowadays it's not even that surprising. Anything that has to do with theater and or acting at this point is just like, you might as well.
Not that it's expected, but obviously you're not going to be super shocked if you find
Jonathan Bennett.
Ese mismo.
It's just that to be an actor, you have to be so open-minded, period.
It's part of the creative process. You need to I feel like you would not be successful in that world. I think that's why Hollywood is so pro-Democrat. You can't be in that creative process and be so open to the creative juices flowing and then be like, oh well, I believe in only this and that. That's a tough one.
Right,
like how many celebrities came out to support Trump? Like Chachi from Johnny Loves Chachi. Like not a ton of support.
No one cares what Chachi is.
What's his name?
Who the fuck is Chachi? You remember
Night at the Roxbury? Yeah,
that one and Pineapple Express. When he's smoking
they probably
weed at the back,
joke from Night at the Roxbury, because they said the same thing in Night at the Roxbury.
Who the fuck is Chachi?
There's a part where the girl's like, yeah, Joni loves Chachi, but does Chachi give a flying fuck about Joni? And I was like, you know what? You're right. Happy days.
Yeah.
But touching on Jonathan Bennett, if he would have came out back then, there's less of a chance of him doing the movie or what?
I don't know. Well, I doubt he would have gotten a part if he would have been out prior to casting that role. But it was that movie's like what, 2005?
Never would have guessed.
What's the year? Mira written on IMDb. That movie's not that old. I mean, it's over
Mean
10.
Girls?
Yeah,
2004.
Yeah,
2004. Okay, so 2005. So, but it wasn't like a different time. We weren't living in the 70s.
I personally wouldn't have cared. I mean, he did great.
No, I just don't know if a Hollywood actor would have, or a Hollywood director would have digested that the same way,
Yeah, I mean, I understand why someone had an issue with it, but I don't think it should play a factor.
No, obviously I agree. If we're being realistic, I don't know if in 2004 if a Hollywood director would have been as okay with it. You feel me?
Yeah.
Now it's more Gucci.
Apparently they're okay with just harassment. Well, I mean, all this shit coming out now. Yeah, I mean, it's not surprising.
Every industry is gonna have a dark underbelly. You feel me? I'm sure every industry name an industry. There's a dark underbelly to it, not necessarily related to sex, but maybe the way that industry grew. You know, I mean, alcohol is I don't know how much percentage of our economy. Once upon a time, that was illegal. You feel me? Like
yeah, prohibition.
I'm sure there's a crime tower everywhere.
Yo.
Sure. Yeah. Hello.
How you doing? Special little guest just popping in to say hi.
Yeah. Underbelly. Yeah, for sure. Like.
I mean.
But back to the acting. A friend of mine. He's a really good actor from Argentina.
Okay. He only takes roles in Spanish, or he does English language
He's
stuff?
doing the English now. He has a little accent, so he's very self-conscious about it. He's trying to get me to help him do these roles. But my point is that he played a gay character one time, and he told me, like, you have to be all in.
No.
You have to be all
either
open.
all in or don't. You feel me?
Right.
And, like, people smell bullshit. I feel like that's on social media as well. People smell your bullshit. Like, that's not you. That's not you. Stop trying to be something you're not. So if you're gonna be an actor, you need to be able to commit hardcore. If you're not, we'll read it. We'll see it on screen. I think audiences demand as genuine a performance as possible because we have a lot of distractions. So if you're not gonna commit, we're not gonna stay engaged in your role.
Yeah, very important.
A very big method actor, Daniel Day-Lewis. And I've watched some of his movies I don't even like because of just his performance. Yeah. You know, like the guy was all in there. Like what I told you about Lincoln. Remember that he's on set, no cell phone. He's asking you questions about 1800 or something like that. Like that kind of commitment, you enjoy it.
I have a joke about Lincoln.
Like the president?
when it came out, the movie. Is that Lincoln did well in theaters, but historically this isn't true.
You fucking. Where's the button?
Oh man, I'm gonna get you with one day.
The fail button, but that's okay. That was better though. I actually chuckled.
Right, a little clever.
I actually chuckled.
It's so interesting, the acting world. I mean, I try to focus on directing and writing, but I have to take a class for acting just so I could talk to the actors,
right, and just be able to relate.
Yeah, because if not, they're looking at me like, "What am I talking
goal?
about?"
Like, you want to direct?
Yeah, well, I write and I like directing.
Okay.
We just did one last weekend.
Like a short film, independent film.
It's a comedy pilot that I wrote.
Okay.
It's 20 minutes. We shot a couple of the favorite scenes, and it went pretty well. You know, and
did that class help you?
No.
In identifying with the actors' needs?
Not at all.
No.
Fuck MDC.
You
know what I mean? Fuck my teacher. I don't care if they're watching. They probably not. They don't care. So, but my point is, no, go ahead.
So that class was supposed to be, I guess, like what we were saying, to identify and resonate with how the actors prepare, but that didn't.
It helped me in a Mr. Miyagi kind of way.
Okay.
Like they didn't mean to.
Right.
And not even because Mr. Miyagi meant to teach him this with the wax stuff.
Yeah.
Right. They were just like, no, whatever. Just give us your money and
move on.
Yeah. What really helped me from MDC.
Sounds like Trump University.
Yeah, probably. No, this is probably worse. But the people.
Wait, what's the name of it? NBC, like
Miami-Dade College.
Oh, MDC. I heard NBC. I'm like,
no, not NBC.
Okay. MDC. Got you.
There's more stuff than SJP.
No, I know. Yeah, SJP is that's my girl. Okay, so MDC, Miami-Dade. I mean, like biggest college in the world, but dale.
Is it?
College,
the world?
College, not university. College, yes.
They have the largest enrollment.
Well, then I have to check out the Kendall campus or something.
Yo, Kendall's insanity.
No,
but oh my god.
You went to MDC?
Yeah, no. I mean, that finding a parking there. You find a parking there in the morning, play lotto because you got some luck.
Really?
Oh my goodness, it's no joke.
What'd you go for?
I've seen people hold signs like what you see like as a joke on Instagram. People holding signs like at the exit of the building saying, I got tip money, or like I'll give me your parking spot, or like
for
people.
Money?
Yeah, I mean nothing crazy, but like I did it once. This guy was coming out and I'm like, yo, I'll drive you to your car because it's big. So I was like, I'll save you the drive to your car. In return, you give me your parking spot. You feel me? It's MDC. That's
Kendall's a big campus.
What happened?
You about to fight in the baseball
No, CC, no. People park all over.
You go to Kendall, Marvin?
I went to Kendall and that shit.
Marvin went to Kendall.
Yeah, not
behind the scenes.
Park, like always in the baseball field.
Marvin has to park in the baseball field. I'm just repeating what you're saying because you don't have a mic right.
Good enough, man.
It's always packed.
It's always packed, Marvin says.
Got it.
I screamed at Marvin last time because he talks sometimes without the mic. So It looks,
when you're watching it back.
I hear
yeah,
it.
but Scream is one thing though.
You can't follow, and you're like, well, what are they reacting to?
Exactly.
Scream is one thing though. You snapped at him. You snapped.
No.
Was it on camera? Did you snap on the podcast?
Right.
Which, by the way, I knew this like podcast. I just started fucking with podcasts, but like I wasn't expecting also like video. But that's what's up.
Just a little extra, just to keep us. Focused and you gotta keep practicing.
Right.
You gotta sharpen steel with steel. You have to keep doing the camera stuff.
I got you.
And this is what we're in school for.
I got you.
I try to make sure that.
It,
yeah,
right?
yeah, for sure. So, but it's mainly about the audio. It's mainly about this.
So going back to my question, was the snap on the podcast?
Would you
be able to watch it back? Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
It was so blatant that the guests commented on it. He was "Is there beef on set?" No, but Marvin's a good dude. But we need to hook up mics. That's all. That's my main point. Anyways, did you go to MDC?
I did. Kendall Campus.
What'd you go for?
So, what did I go for? Communications. But MDC, it's the college, so you're just getting the AA there, and then you move on to wherever you're gonna go. But I remember when I first got to Kendall, I felt like a badass. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be like super focused because I was never like an A student in high school. I was like, what's gonna get me the diploma? The C and the B? Right. I got you. C and B it is. But in Kendall, I was like, okay, this isn't that hard. I liked making my own schedule. I was vibing with the whole, like, I don't have to go to school early. I can do night classes. And I started taking CLEP tests. Do you know what a CLEP test is? You can CLEP out of a subject.
Oh, yeah.
So you basically take a really hard test about that subject.
So you have to take the class.
And then you get the credits for it. And I was like, yo, there's a few things I could CLEP out for.
Yeah, no,
the
I
first
know
one I
CLEP
did
else.
Spanish. And I was like, it's just Spanish. Like, I mean, anyone that's a fluent Spanish speaker, I was like, esto fácil, I got you. So right there, one test, $60, 4 credits. I was like, yo.
And save yourself months.
Yeah. I remember when I had that realization, I'm like, what else can I CLEP out of? Obviously, you got to be really on point at a subject to CLEP out because it's hard. But yeah, and then
So did you move on then after MDC?
Yes and no. I started but didn't finish.
Where did you start?
FIU.
And why didn't you finish? You just got into this
you start
role.
making money and you get distracted.
Yeah.
But like, it does pop in my head where I'm like,
should I go back?
Yeah, come on, do this. Should you? But then you're like, is that going to distract you from another goal?
Yeah, which maybe the goal is.
I don't know. I don't have the answer to that. I don't know. Maybe I should. I'm still at an age where I can still kind of sneak by and get away with it.
Yeah. Well.
No say. We could. Let's be real. Like in the grand scheme of life, late 20s, we're not dead yet. You feel me? Like we could go in and scoop up those 2-3 years. But
right. That's why I'm here. That's why. And I'm glad I did because I had a lot of fun in my early 20s. I made money.
How old are you now?
I'm 31.
31?
Yeah.
Look at you.
I'm like a grandfather to
these
people. But, but I had my fun. But I had too much fun. I couldn't balance it out. So, but I'm glad I went back because I met all these cool people and they all helped me and we all help each other.
Got you.
The school is the last thing that's teaching me anything though. For damn sure.
Got it. So MDC is not showing you the love that you
need. It's teaching
if I could send hate mail, I would.
It's teaching you in a way that you weren't intending it to because if we weren't going to school, we never would have got this whole thing together and worked on these projects.
Yeah, whatever. But I just feel so. I expected too much from it.
I feel you. Especially just the whole college that term in general, like the college years, and it's like, But I feel like you got to put in something to get something out. So
yeah, no doubt.
Are you done or no?
Almost. Yeah, I'm almost done.
Okay,
yeah.
So
I was probably expecting like a Van Wilder. And instead, it's like
not an MDC.
Can you see?
Nah, not an MDC. Right. Not exactly. Nah, I think for that experience, you need like a city college, and what I mean by that is a college that runs an entire city, like UF. Yeah. You ain't hanging out in Gainesville, Florida, because they have a good restaurant. No, you're in Gainesville for UF. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I think in those places where the college basically runs the town, that's where you get those crazy experiences because, it's different rules. It's different. Yeah. Like it's expected for the kids to get a little crazy because that's what the whole city was built on, the college. So, but in Miami, like MDC, there's just one pond and many that's just one building in downtown Wolfson. There's a lot of other things going on. Like
for sure.
Keep yourself in check, pay for your parking, and get out of the way. And we got other things to do. So.
Yeah. Oh, that's another thing that MDC hooks it up with, the parking downtown.
Yo, That's what's up,
I
though.
never paid for
yeah,
that.
getting a good spot, covered parking in downtown Miami. I mean,
And
that's
the
what
gym.
tuition pays for. Yeah.
Yeah, the gym too. $80 for 1 year.
There you go.
And I go anytime. It's great. Let's get back to your stuff.
My stuff.
Yeah.
What's up?
Who's the most famous models like that you've been around and all that?
Alessandra Ambrosio from Victoria's Secret.
I'm
That's
gonna
a
look her up.
standout. Nah, as soon as you see her, you know who Alessandra Ambrosio is. Like she's one of the main angels.
Oh, you mean page 37 catalog? No, black.
There you go. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
one of the baddies.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah, she's and what did you do for her? I mean, she doesn't look like she needs much dressing.
No, I didn't work with her. I just met her. But as far as like some of the biggest people I've met, and they, you asked me model, so
Yeah.
that was her most famous look in my opinion. The Santa Claus.
The Santa Claus?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, God bless. Like.
And really, this doesn't do anything for you looking at her?
I mean,
Jesus,
no.
look at her.
I'm not that guy that
I know.
throws both ways. I don't. But no, so yeah, I met her and I was like, damn.
Where's she from?
I was still young. They're all like the vast majority of the top tier Victoria's Secret girls are Brazilian. Yeah. So she fala portuguese.
Gran Tatan, Bunde Grande.
Sure, something like that.
You ever seen City of God?
No.
You gotta watch that one.
What
No,
is it, a documentary? Or
no, it's a movie.
That's
It's in my top 5. You gotta watch that one. It's Brazilian, Portuguese. But
that's the way a story should be told.
Okay. Got it.
What other famous guy? Did you meet Justin Timberlake? JT, as we call him.
Way back in the day, they used to have the NSYNC celebrity basketball game, and I went. And my friend, but this wasn't like I was young. I wasn't working or anything like that. But my friend won VIP tickets. She won them on like some radio. I don't know how she won them. So we were courtside, and I was like, oh snap! And that day I met Lindsay Lohan also, because it was mad celebrities there. So yeah, I've met Justin, but not because I've worked with him. But like, I feel like everyone that you're mentioning, I'm like, oh yeah, I met her at a party. But as far as people I've met through work, I mean, I've worked with different Miss Universes. So like the Colombian winner before the drama, I've dressed her before.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you tell her? When you met Lindsay Lohan? Did you tell her October 3rd or 2nd, whatever the fuck it is?
That was in the hype of the movie. This was like back then. Honestly, she wasn't all that inviting or warm. So I vibe off people. If you're gonna give me a little bit of a coldness, I'm not gonna pursue a conversation. So I was just like, okay, let me just shut up. That was actually one of my only celebrity experiences that wasn't like
pleasant,
great and organic, and like it just kind of flowed, because I was like, let me not fuck with her. She's not like. But there's other people that you meet, and I've heard horror stories, and I'm like, oh, when I met her, she was nice to me. Like, okay, Bieber. When I met Justin Bieber, super cool, super chill.
Who's your favorite NSYNC member?
What a random question. It's not Lance, it's Justin. Let's be honest. Like Justin with the Jerry curls, like back in like '99. You're all I ever wanted. You're all I ever needed. Like, come on.
Who's your favorite NSYNC member?
You gotta
JC?
pick one.
JT, that'd be the only one.
JT?
That's the only one I know.
JT or JC?
I don't know. I don't know any of them.
JC Chazé.
Right.
I know that there was one. Lance, is it?
Lance is the. He is.
He
gay.
came.
I don't
He
wanna
came
call him
out.
the gay one, but
didn't he come out like?
Yeah.
That's the only one I knew of.
Chris Kilpatrick had the crazy hair, and then Joy Fatone, Mr. Superman.
Yeah.
I think he still lives in Orlando. I think. Shout out to Orlando.
Yeah, he's on Impractical Jokers. Sometimes.
Yeah, he pops out a lot there. He still lives in Orlando, because when they do the scenes in his hot dog stand, it's in a mall in Orlando. I think it's the Florida Mall. Which
the success is hit him running in a hot dog stand.
Is anyone gonna ask me my favorite member?
Oh, go ahead. Who's your favorite member?
The first one who dies.
Where's the button? Okay, yeah.
No, you just do it, and then we'll just add it in there later.
Boom, 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 boom.
Joey Fatone has these shirts now that just says Fat One, because Fatone,
right?
And he's gotten kind of like chunky or whatever.
Right.
So he's become quite a comedian. He's pretty funny, actually.
And like they're all, I would assume they're all financially set, so they could just play with creativity. And if he wants to just dive into the food industry or comedy, do it. Like,
yeah.
Who's gonna tell you no? You feel me? Another guy invested a lot into fast food. Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger.
Oh, Keenan Thompson.
Pero el otro, el flaquito, not the one on Saturday Night Live. Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah, just
in Good Burger, really?
I mean, I highly doubt he made a place called Good Burger, but I know he bought some fast food chain.
Oh, okay.
Just random.
You met him too?
Nah, I haven't met him.
Who's the best actor you've met in your eyes?
Or who you've dressed? Who's the best person you've dressed?
I mean, as far as acting,
Vegas.
I've obviously dressed people in the Latino market. You feel me? So we got a cool guy outside. So as far as like talent, you would need to be a little bit more up to date on the Latino talent to be able to really follow.
Okay, so who's the biggest who's the biggest star you'd like
okay,
to?
so in my, as far as what excites me and who because I mean, big is an opinion. You feel me? Like you could think that girl's big. I can be like, I've never heard of her.
Right.
I get most excited when I'm working with a Miss Universe. Why? Because that's something that I watched as a kid growing up. So telling me like, oh, there's a magazine shoot coming up. It's the Talents Miss Universe. Can you dress her? I fucks with that. Like it's something that I did for a lot of years.
You like
something
models?
Specifically that title only, like I said, because it's something that I watched every year growing up. You know, you pick your favorite. You're like, oh, Miss whatever. I don't know, Miss Puerto Rico. She's really pretty. Hope she wins.
Right.
So it resonated with me growing up as a kid. So once I got to start working with, you know, that and dressing girls to compete there, and then finally dressing the actual winners, it was, you know, it was dope. So that excites me.
Great. What do you got next going on? What's your future endeavors?
Well, I you know, this podcast in Miami, they hit me up and they told me to come through. So I was like, yo, I gotta show love, you know.
Okay.
No.Ga.S Miami. So that's what I'm currently.
Right.
Literal current events.
Yeah, literal current events. And yeah, you know, I mean, the vast majority of things, like magazine shoots and stuff, like they make you sign your life away that you don't speak about them until
so you're under like
no, just like right before a shoot, you know, when it's confirmed, they make sure.
Okay,
you're not gonna
what's your favorite brands?
Well, for shoes, am I wearing any? Yeah, Creative Recreation. I like that they're not too big, so it's still you know, it's not like wearing a Nike Huarache where 85% of the people you're at the store with have the same shoe on. So Creative Recreation for shoes. You got Huaraches on? I was like, yo, stop. Today I'm rocking Adidas, but no, like whatever. Top Man is great. A big company from the UK called Topshop. They made their own line called Top Man. It's accessible. It's, you know, you can afford it. It's not gonna break your bank, but it's dope. It's fresh. It's clean. As far as higher end stuff, I like Burberry a lot. Again, it's English. The English do really clean.
Is it Burberry or Burberry?
How do you say it?
I say Burberry.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a berry, so Burberry. As opposed to what? Burberry?
As opposed to, there's like another way to say it.
I mean, I'm pretty good with the weird pronunciations like Givenchy or I don't know, Yves Saint Laurent.
Saint Laurent is like a
I love that one.
Hermes, right?
Right.
What's this other?
That one you would definitely leave out the H. Like a lot of people, if you want to destroy it, you say Hermes.
Right.
Yikes.
Hey, can I get a pair of Hermes?
Hermes, but the reality is it's you know, Hermes.
Yeah.
At least.
What's that new thing that's going on? Name some other big brands now that
Givenchy's blowing up right
Givenchy,
now.
Well, yeah. Givenchy or Givenchy?
Fendi, Versace, Gucci.
No.
No, I mean, the real way to say it's Givenchy.
Yard. Something Yard.
Yard.
Go Yard. Go Yard. It's like a new brand.
I heard Coach changed the name of their brand.
Oh, that just happened. Okay,
but what's up with that?
I don't know the name actually. I forgot. I read the article.
It doesn't make sense because like Coach is more.
Who knows?
Notable.
Who knows what the purpose was for that? I mean, it's a name that's been around forever, so I don't know why they would change it up at the last minute. But that's them. Good for them.
I had a bad career move.
Go Yard.
Go Yard.
Oh yeah.
It's a French truck and leather goods maker, established in 1853. How come we're just hearing about it then? And previously doing business as Martin and then Morel.
Hollister was established in 1922. Did you ever hear about it before middle school? Because I didn't.
Oh, of course not. Yeah, this is another thing that's like blowing up now.
No, and the MCM bags. That's you know, everyone's into that.
Man Crush Mondays,
right?
Did they make a brand? Oh, Neiman Marcus. Okay, yeah.
No, I mean it's Neiman Marcus. Just they carry it, but yeah, that's like a new cool thing.
Somebody gave me one of those Neiman Marcus cards, a $50 card. I walked in there.
Yeah, you could buy candles.
Socks.
Yeah,
right. Socks is the only thing that I was able to buy that day.
I believe you. That was nice though. I mean,
yeah, nice to remind me how broke I am.
Yeah, they took away the tax for you. You feel me? Like
exactly.
You buy, I got you on the tax.
I saw this raw ass denim jacket there that I loved. Price tag $3,000.
Yeah. I mean, it's expected when you walk into certain places. I'm not hating on it. Obviously, I can't afford to buy only $3,000 jackets.
You ever keep the shit that you get to? Well, not obviously bikinis
when
and shit.
when I'm dressing a client,
Yeah.
the vast majority, I mean, we're talking 90% of the time, that dress is going back to the designer.
Is it?
Yeah.
It
it's
never
way too
gets
expensive.
lost?
Nah. If
Never?
it gets lost, it's on me.
Oh,
and
wow.
The most expensive gown I've ever dealt with was $22,000, and that was not.
Shit.
No, that
Who made
wasn't.
that one?
Carlos Alberto in San Juan, Puerto Rico, and that was not going to get lost. So yeah, I mean, yeah, every once in a while there'll be a sample, and let's say it's a little torn on the inside.
Mm.
Samples are obviously like the first one, and then they make 300 or 1,000 based off that sample. So if it's a little tugged or it just looks a little old or whatever, they've told me in the past, they've been like, oh, we don't need it back. You can just give it to her, whoever it is. You can just keep it.
Do you be behind the scenes at runway shoots and stuff?
Runway shows, yeah, I've done I've been hired to do castings for different runway shows.
Okay.
And if I'm doing the casting, normally they're gonna exploit me for every penny they can get. So they have me backstage also dealing with the models and stuff.
Hard life.
I mean,
exploit me all day.
No, I mean it's
there.
I get it, but it's it's trabajo. At the end of the day, work is work. So
did you do anything for Swim Week that was just here a few months ago?
Yeah, the thing with Miami, we have like 3 fashion weeks. We have Swim Week, we have Function, and we have Miami Beach, Miami International Fashion Week. So yeah, I'm normally involved with at least one of them every year, whether it be through casting or through. Obviously, I'll always do a recap on one of the channels that I have a relationship with, just kind of giving my thoughts on what were some of the best shows and all that. So,
awesome.
But yeah, I mean, Miami, it doesn't have as strong as a fashion scene as some of the big boys, New York, Paris, Milan, but we are respected at least for the world of swim. The world does look at Miami and think, okay, the new swim collections are coming out of Miami. Let's see what's up, what prints are cool, what fabrics are being used. The same way that the rest of the world looks at, let's say, Paris or New York for ready to wear, which is,
Yeah. I was shooting for Swim Week, and it was pretty awesome. I did some behind the scenes stuff too.
I mean, it's a fun. You can see why people fuck with that world. It's fun. You know what I mean? Like it's exciting. It's upbeat. There's a lot going on.
A lot of beautiful people.
A lot of beautiful people. No one's ugly. It kind of but it takes you out of reality when you go back to Hialeah and you're just chilling with Abuela. You're like, it's very different than what you just saw the day before. You feel me?
Yeah. We were at the W. Sports Illustrated.
Yeah.
Sports Illustrated had the pool. Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
And they try to introduce this new plus size bikinis and stuff and models and stuff. So they're trying to integrate and mix the worlds and all that, you know. But this other asshole photographer next to me, he was like, "Look, Barbie and Carby," like, dude, come on, can you really? Barbie and Carby, because
I'm not following you.
Never mind.
Where's the
fuck is the button?
At this point, my bombing is hilarious at this point.
You're Gucci. Yeah, it's part of the bit.
But any plugs since we're for the live that's here right now?
Nah, I'm Gucci. I mean, you can follow me. I'm not big on
what's your
followers,
thing?
But official Fabulouis on Instagram. And yeah, I don't post a lot. I should post more, but that's life. I try not to focus too much on the following game.
What's your main goal? What are you trying to do success-wise if you were to be successful?
Damn, what a deep question. I should have listened to one of my Oprah motivational.
Well, we got talking for an hour already, so you should be revved up for this.
No, you're right. So what's my goal? Honestly, I don't have a specific career goal. The goal in life is fulfillment. If I can be fulfilled with whatever I'm doing, I'm happy. I know. What a boring ass answer, but.
Think about it.
I don't want to chase a dollar sign, and it's easy to get caught up in that. I want to chase something that you fuck with. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And if that, a lot of times, unfortunately, that means it's not going to pay as well as something else, so be it. But no, I don't. I'm sorry, I don't have your poetic answer for you. I gave you some dope ass answers.
You're a great guest.
Yeah, I don't have.
And I really thank you for coming.
Wepa. Thanks for the invite.
Yeah, anytime.
We're gonna have to have you out here again.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no doubt.
Maybe with like multiple guests, we'll have a block
if you're
party.
down for it, yeah, of course.
Sure, why not?
This is all open. All this is right now is an open format. It's all experimental.
Miami needs more of this. We have a little bit of everything, but we don't have our podcast game is weak. Think about it. It really is though. Like as far as podcasts that are specifically geared towards, not that we talked about anything that was very Miami. But like, I was born in Hialeah Hospital. You feel me? Like, we're Miami people, and we don't have enough of that here. So,
Yeah.
Anyone that's willing to, you know, shine more light on my city, I'm all for it.
Absolutely, and the talent that comes out of here is very underrated.
It's
a lot of the
so
times.
underrated.
I mean, the biggest podcast is Drink Champs right now that they film it here and shoot it here.
Okay.
And we had one of the co-hosts
Nice.
last week. So he's from Miami, big time. So
like Miami.
Yeah. Like from Kendall, from your
there you go. Yeah,
probably from Ferguson too.
There you
Who
go.
knows?
Maybe he went to Braddock, Ferguson, Varela.
Shout out to DJ EFN. Yeah, good guess. But yeah, anytime you want to come through and we have a good guest, maybe you could bring some of your model friends over. Bring Roxy, please. Text her right now. Matter of fact, tell her you have this really good friend.
Oh my!
And we have this
podcast. To see if by chance,
yeah, I thought you were gonna do it for real.
There was a text from because I was talking to her literally yesterday, so I was like, "Vamos a ver if she responded to that." And yeah,
she's a great man.
No, Roxy's amazing, and you got to show love to people who show you love. So.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right. So follow you on what is it again?
Instagram official Fabulouis or Twitter Fabulouis or whatever you want. You know, whatever you're vibing out. Yeah, whatever you're vibing out with. Follow me on that. You know.
Good. Cool. Appreciate you coming through, man.
Signing out.
JC, what's up?
Later.
Thank you, Danny. Thank you, Marvin. We out. Peace.